Many times you'll open up on a conference, and then you'll reconvene next week, a few days later.
You want them to talk about it.
We want them to talk about it. We like the dialogue. We respect what the Department of Human Services has to say, as well as Department of Health. We need to work together. That's considered the executive branch, and we're the legislative branch. But it's great when we work together to vet out a good bill.
So were lawmakers not aware that this had sunsetted, or what happened?
You know, honestly, yes, we didn't. We had passed this bill in 2009 for the Kaides, Terry Kaide and Sidney Kaide of Hilo. And we're elated that it passed. We got this married couple together, and it was a fairy tale ending. After that, though, they had a sunset date, and I forgot about that. So it passed, and lo and behold, in 2014, before the 2015 legislative session, Mr. Hanks came, Jonathan Hanks, and he had proposed that we draft another bill, like we did in 2009. This was a House bill. It's House Bill 600, the one we're talking about today. So it's as if we saw this movie before, and it was a happy ending with the Kaides being reunited. In this case, we're hoping that we get that same ending, but nothing's guaranteed. I even told them no promises. We'll try.
When did exactly sunset?
Members of the House, good morning.
The sunset date was 2 years after the implementation of Senate Bill 190.
So why was there, if this is something that has such good support, why was there a sunset date only 2 years later?
Well, the thing is, back in 2009, this was the first time we ever did this. It never really came up, and so we're kind of perplexed that you'd have a state law, a state regulation, that wouldn't allow married couples to live in the same community-based foster home. We're shocked. Once that came to our attention, and they said you needed a law to change that, we drafted the bill, and we changed it, but because it was new, the Attorney General's recommended a 2-year sunset date, so it expired, to see if we should make it permanent or not. After it sunsetted, we just forgot about it. We never came back and made it permanent, and now this case came up again, the Kawamotos.
So the argument with, or the concern with, say, the Department of Health and some of the other agencies that aren't sure about, their support for this, but I mean, what is your response to that? Because they're saying, this is going to take away from what we're trying to do, and other agencies and departments.